Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Goddess Adrilla. This familiar wind. A call to sweet remembrance.
Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers. we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course.
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know.
She received an invitation from the IPC.
The technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinate? They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of scientist. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the...
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an... excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that pup? Don't play the fool.
I think I was.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me. Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive! Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important. If only there were some...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that? This is what I recall before I met Herta, but let me try to remember...
Maybe the researchers at the departments of Hinkle and are around here somewhere.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are just... AnkeRAiA, that's... Oh, now it is... Well, I might be the department. Adler would be... I'm... People are... Never...
Adler. Right. Then I ran into... Arlen. Adler was with him. Adler was with Arlen.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could...
Calm down, Brother Arlen.
What?
Wait.
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. That kid sure is brave. Running straight to the... Yeah. Brother Arlen, I can't...
Can you leave? Let's walk in. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble.
Trickier to crack. Time for a buzz.
Recount.
Simple. Time for a shot. Can I have fun? Time for a buzz. Still in denial? I shall be the judge.
Flesh wound.
That's better. I will remember your kindness.
Rigid and fleeting.
I'm okay. Just a little something.
What's new? Huh, more enemies. Time for a buzz. This is serious. Naughty child, nap time. Can I have fun? Time for a buzz.
My oath is to solitary rows. Duty is eternal.
This combat need. This is double speed. Still in denial? Recount. By the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Until I see, I will protect all beauty.
You took the bait. Time for a shot.
My gratitude is yours.
Wretched and fleeting.
This is serious. I shall be the judge.
Peppy! Are you okay?
That's me.
He wants to ask you something about cure. I'll leave you to it. Adler,
Don't worry. I think I figured. So, which curio do you want to know? That's all you got? Well, there's beauty in the Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh, she's not wrong. But... Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild let's call it...
Adler's... Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. My memories of Arlen and
A curio... How's it going? I see. See? Anxious. Some race things had settled. Yes, people were, however, had rebuild. Anyway, that's okay. Oh,
So I did... The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the department. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Hey, what brings you here? It's all to... Here's the account. Oh, Smalls.
Here, did my memory... Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I sick? No need, though. See, I'm not.
Again. Oh, huh. However, don't.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species...
I figured. I'm sorry.
Just as I...
I'm sorry. I see. There's only... That means the words they...
Have you asked the... Huh. Let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it from the...
Let me describe it again. Send me a signal.
I think she... If only there...
Let me describe. Send me a signal. That's not the point. Anyway, keep up the good work.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it's...
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a...
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed, it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid. If he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't hurt his collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story and the assignment in Herta's collection...
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to...
A correct observation.
Herta's collection.
I doubt Herta...
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically...
I remember now.
That's enough based on your story. You met with Herta
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Based on your story.
If you knew Herta, then...
Don't interrupt other... Based on your story, and the assignment involves a curio that Herta's collection. An endless...
I doubt...
Based on your... And the assignment involves a Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she's...
I remember now.
That's enough pretend... Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius.
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until... So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
Conjecture. Asta chose to stay silent.
Then you said you asked Asta. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now? So what's the story?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position.
What could be more important?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. It's okay.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going...
I remember now.
That's enough. So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management. Another severe incident would further intensify...
Oh. So that explains why they wouldn't be partial to anyone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly they cut the act.
Correction. There may...
Research clearly cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the...
I remember now.
That's enough to cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm...
I remember now.
That's enough to cut the act.
Doubt me all you like. I'm just an outsider who got unexpected. You and I are no different. We both stumbled into this, but...
Oh? Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
Correction. There may...
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard.
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location. Isn't that—
She did say that. But then what?
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire
That's what's so odd about it. But this information, this may not be direct evidence. Then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases—
If these two incidents were—
We'll see in the main control room.
Harrider News Flash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is
a declaration of war and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form.
A group of pitiful. The fire demons have a cruel.
Japella Brotherhood.
On the Stellaron.
The Japella Palace. Something similar is about that video.
The destruction.
I'm afraid you need to start You have a superior
If we did that, we'd be at a...
This familiar wind. A call to sweet remembrance.
Not good.
A list of the missing resources.
Sure, but this...
A list of the... Take it. Remember... I don't know.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who...
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's, but it's been a few since the last time I saw him was...
Lead the way. If his disappearance is...
True. We need to investigate.
space station. Welcome to her space station. Soon now. That jerk! Fine! Disappear. Oh, he doesn't even answer.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying
Phrase.
Who said I want him? But if he, I don't know exactly.
Your accountant. So the researchers who disappeared, well, I finished browsing. It's time to go back and...
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark.
Lest we're running out of time. First, Adler's disappearance. The next angle is what the last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. During prior unrest, instigate the flickering tongues of Duke Inferno. Look. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through the kindling of this unique flame. I fear that this is the truth. This book, the kindle. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Sherling said, I believe this word as a scion of the faith, that is... We don't know where the victims went, and the sudden and once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of
This...
No, it is isn't enough.
Indeed. It need...
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. I wouldn't give you the chance.
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleport. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame. Lacking it.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station.
A splinter, you said. Try then if you...
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst.
I will head to her to... Mr. Ratio, please go...
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. It must be careful. Get ready to... See? It's still in the space station. Like, do you know what to do with cornered prey? Resisting. The flame is getting weaker.
It's ignorant. chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now. But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has... Oh? Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not.
Gale Force! The wind is right. From above!
Naughty child. That's better.
Thank you, comrade.
More enemies.
I'm asking questions.
Just a little something.
Thank you, comrade.
That hurt. You took the bait. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Stay the course. To the clouds.
Your wind is wrong.
From above!
SAS Perkipi.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Stay the course.
Got the defense? Adjust. 0 points. You fool!
Just a little something.
Thank you, comrade. Gale Force!
Not yet.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
This is double speed.
SAS Perkipi.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Spirit never dies. I can take it.
That'll take more. Time for a buzz.
I'm asking questions.
Adjust. 0 points.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Stay the course.
Not bad.
Let me...
5 points.
This is double speed.
Your wind is rough.
From above!
SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Spirit never dies. I can take it.
Just a little something. Think nothing. Time for a buzz.
Just 0 points.
Time for a shot. Can I have time for a buzz?
Answer me.
Good work. You did. Rest assured, while you were chasing the enemy, it was all thanks. They fell into us. Many of them were shaken by their experience. Yes. This business is open, but there is one and I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair.
When did you...
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlam. But do explain, what...
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made...
Oh.
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack. Which logic? A third party?
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's
You are more candid.
But still behaving within your calculations. One last question, Screwlam. Genius though you are, can you...
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool and pulling the strings from...
The ruler of planet Screwlam is indeed well. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary, but even a life marked by failure, is a life worth living. It is only in moments of... I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me...
You wish to...
I am only laying pursuit tinged with...
You are indeed more like...
As for the...
I believe Asta will...
It is also a... With that, I take my... A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Goddess Adrilla. When